Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary. Today we are playing some KASSADIN mid into a Hui. I don't remember the last time I've done a KASSADIN video. I feel like it's probably been over a year, maybe, since I've done a KASSADIN video, I think. Kassadin is a scaling champion. Absolutely terrible early game. Against some melee picks, he's okay, but for the most part, he is pretty trash. And the reason why is because his ultimate is kind of his biggest damage source. So until you have your ultimate, you don't really have damage, really, especially versus ranged picks. But Kassadin's passive makes it so he just takes 10% reduced damage from magic damage. So when you face anybody that does magic damage, you're of course going to have a pretty nice time because of that, because you're just going to be taking a little bit less. We have Doran Shield. The reason for Doran Shield is just to make it so I can just farm out versus this guy, because he also does have a rune for Deathfire Touch. And because he has that, then the burn effect will cause my Doran shield to just be slightly better, but we're just going to get shoved underneath turret, and we just have to try to farm the best that we can. Gonna give up that one. I'll try to get this one. He might land Q onto me, but that's okay. We're supposed to be losing during the early game in the first place. It's all about just never dying and just getting to level 6 eventually. Our Q is this point-and-click ability that will shoot an orb towards somebody, and it will deal damage, and it gives you a magic damage shield. A lot of times you use it to either farm, or I did throw it on him one time just to see how much damage it would deal, but it didn't really deal that much, obviously, so I would recommend usually not using it that way. So you kind of just use it to usually farm from far away and just be respectful of, like, if I step up, how badly will I get traded against? And if you do step up, sometimes you can, like, utilize the shield well, too, with the Q. Your W is that your auto attacks deal bonus damage. Bonus magic damage, that is. And then I'm going to pop my potion here because he maybe could get me a little bit lower, and I'm just not comfortable with that. He can hit me there, that's fine. I'll just start taking my base now. And then we'll just come back, and I will buy probably a tier early on because I do want to start getting points in that. We'll just TP immediately. I have never tried going multiple tier items before, but surprisingly, it's a decent win rate. I didn't think it would be very viable. So things like MURAMANA and Seraphs both are purchasable, so I'm going to be testing that. Besides your W being something that makes us your auto attacks deal bonus magic damage, that's the passive version of it, and it costs 1 mana, so you can actually stack tier with it. It used to cost 0 many years ago, and you couldn't stack, but they gave it 1 mana. And then when you also use it, you get some, I will unfortunately get a little bit out-traded there, obviously, because Nami's also behind him. It will give you back percent missing mana. So the less amount of mana you have, the more mana you get back. And then it is amplified against champions by a significant amount. You get way more when you're able to hit an enemy champion. It is 4% versus just minions, but then against enemy champions, it's 20%. All we can do is poke this guy. We definitely can never kill him. But also remember that the goal of this is to usually lose early game. We're not trying to lose, but you're going to, most likely. The whole point of this character is to scale and get strong later on, especially at level 6, because I haven't won over everything just yet. Also, this does bonus damage, of course, if you activate it too. It's also an auto-attack reset. Your E is this ability that you throw out. It will slow everybody in this cone in front of you, and it does damage, and then the cooldown is very long, but each time anybody uses an ability near me, it lowers the cooldown of it. I feel like it's not really the craziest ability ever. It's usually mostly his ultimate that does it, but yeah, if you play versus like Cassio, you're gonna have a good time because of that, because she obviously spams. I didn't want to miss the cannon. I didn't really care if I got traded against because of that. I'm just going to queue that one just to grab it. We're only like 1 minion away from getting level 6. I also should be putting down vision, I think. But I wasn't hoping to get hit by his abilities either. So we'll just queue that one. Now we're level 6. So, we're somewhat online. What level 6 gives us is that we have a dash, or I would say a blink, is a better example. So blinks are coded differently than a lot of dashes, which means that if you use a blink over a wall, if you go at least halfway over, it will take you the full distance. So even though this is very short range, if I halfway blink over this thick wall, it will take me over the entire thing, because I can't go inside of walls, obviously. I'm not Kane. So that is something to just be aware of. Oh, that guy's here too. That won't kill me. I decided to do a little bit of trading because I figured that maybe there's a chance I could try to punish him, but I mean, with Nami also being here, it kind of is a bit more of a struggle. I did shield myself, so I didn't die immediately. And then, thankfully, I also have my teammates here to help out. I cannot help out with whatever is going on next, so I'm just going to take my base. I was also too worried that if I continued going, that something bad would happen. Somebody might ping me here, because I know people get frustrated when you have Cast on your team and he's not able to rotate to these, like, plays inside a river, but I could rotate to it if I had health, but I was literally 1 HP. There would be, like, no way to do anything. But, anyways, besides your ultimate being that dash move, and, it does, like, okay damage, each time you use it, you get a stack of it, which increases the mana cost, and then it also, increases the damage it does, so you need to have a big mana pool, because if you don't have a big mana pool, you will never be able to actually, get people. So the gist of Kassadin is that you get such a big mana pool, usually with items, and then you have your W that helps out with getting your mana back when you're low mana, and you just consistently try to just kind of sit on their face with your R, because it does a pretty significant amount of damage once you actually have the stacks up and you have items for it. Besides Kassadin having AP ratios, his ultimate has a mana ratio as well. So the mana ratio is obviously something that means that you're going to be, like, double dipping into... When I build Rod of Ages, I'm getting AP and mana and HP, so I'll be tankier. I'll be making it so my ultimate does more damage, and then once I get even more items, then it becomes even crazier. We're just gonna TP back, because I just want to have my Catalyst. I feel like I could maybe start fighting him once I have that. We're only down a little bit of farm. The game state is, like, somewhat even. Mostly our bot lane is the one that's winning super, super hard, as we can see. I would say usually level 11 on Kassadin is one of the biggest spike points you can have for at least the mid-game, and, like, you can start pressuring way harder. Sometimes you can do it before then, but level 16 is, like, the strongest. It just takes a while to get there, so I try to think about it also as, like, oh, you don't have to wait until level 16, because everybody knows level 16 Kassadin is insane, but how about before level 16? Is there, like, can you do anything ever before then? Yeah, level 11 is very, very good, because ultimate CD becomes much shorter. Of course, the damage of your most consistent damage move becomes, like, much better. Damn it, dude. I really didn't want to miss the cannon. I didn't really care about the trade more so than the cannon there, but whatever. Got caught. Okay, I mean... So I decided to fight with my teammates because I felt pretty confident that if we fight with the Ezreal, we have Karma nearby, and also I'm kind of tanky because I just have like a lot of HP right now that I wouldn't just immediately die going in. And I also could, if I was going to get bursted, I could like flash back over that wall because we're right next to it. So I felt pretty confident that we could get a little bit done for myself. I'm just going to take my base despite maybe having a small opportunity to continue shoving that out. I just feel like it's not really worth it. We'll just build the Gluttonous Greaves. It shows that the win rate on it isn't that bad, so I just trust it. But you can build... Usually defensive boots on Kassadin feel pretty good. Shows also that the win rates on that is usually pretty strong compared to like Ionian or Sork boots. No way I missed that. There's no way to help out with this. Ezreal's not able to rotate either. Like, he's too low. So we'll just go back to just CSing here. This Mundo is going to be a challenge for a champion like me to kill, probably. I have to whittle this guy down if I ever want to kill him, so that's why I'm, like, taking these trades of, like, going towards him, even though I'm gonna get traded kind of hard against him. What's also really good about Rod of Ages, of course, is that it has that passive of whenever you use an ability, you can heal for some of the mana spent, and because my mana of my ultimate costs so much, I can sustain quite well from it. We do W max second because it increases the cooldown to Dang, well played. My teammate kind of popped the heck off there. I don't think I can catch that guy. Yeah, that guy is just gone. My teammate will be fine here. Well played. I don't have any mana, but I can get mana back. I'll try to run away. I mean, they might continue chasing. I still don't really have mana here. But we have Ezreal, so... Because Ezreal's here, that makes me feel pretty confident. I did not land that ability onto him. Not that it matters too much, I think. Whoa, okay. I mean, he is very, very low, but I can't get him. There's also Cassante nearby, and you messed up. Why did you want to play so aggressive there, dude? You can R-flash on Kassadin, which allows you to sometimes get outplay moments because you have an animation on your ability. That guy just used his flash. I was hoping to stick around for this wave, because if I can get this wave, I should have enough for my purchase, and that's kind of what I want. Very nice. With the Karma shielding and healing, she's able to assist me to get that guy, and then our level 11 is right around the corner, and finally, now that it is, and I have my Rod of Ages, we can confidently go versus, like, Hui side lane and be way more aggressive now. This is usually the spike point you can start doing much more aggressive playmaking. Plus, when you reach level 11 and your ultimate CD is much shorter, remember that also your running away potential is crazy high, too. You're going to be able to... go for trades and jump over walls so quickly that a lot of people can't follow you, because you're almost like a Talon in a way with his jumping over walls, but mine don't have a long cooldown like his. Mine just costs a lot of mana, right? Huh. I actually can't kill this guy, dude. Can you kill him? So yeah, we're strong enough to be able to fight these guys, but I might die. I got that guy too. I got hit by like 500 damage there because Cassante W does a ridiculous amount. It was kind of risky for me to do it, but that's okay. I'm still happy that I was able to get a bunch of stuff for myself, especially I have this boot that's also getting way more Omnivamp. So, because we're getting strong, and I looked at what people build on this character, it seems that people usually go the Manamune first and then the Archangels if they're going to do this strategy of building multiple tier items. So I'll try that out and see what it's like, I guess. We don't really have any AD ratios, but having a really big mana pool and also my abilities will still have like bonus damage when I hit anything onto people will still feel like pretty strong. I'm fine with using some of my Rs to like traverse the map. They are going to contest this, I guess. Wow. He really wants to contest alone. Got it. I don't feel like chasing that guy is worth it. I'm just going to go bot lane and farm this because getting to level 16, of course, is really important. And I just want to make sure that I'm securing these so I have an easier time getting that for myself. I mean, with Ezreal being so strong, I feel pretty confident that there's probably no way to lose this game. I think. Huh. Yeah, my teammates kind of died very quickly there. Darn, I couldn't even like assist at all to really help out, but it is what it is. The Cassante is kind of popping the heck off versus you guys. I'm not gonna go for that. I don't think it's worth it. Cassante has magic resist, so the amount of damage that I deal to him is kind of minimal right now. Even if I like land my R on top of his face a bunch, that's why I couldn't kill him. Because he's kind of very strong. He had 2.5 items, and I don't even have 2 items yet. He just probably has gotten quite a few shutdowns for himself. That being said, though... he just flashed. This is when it gets really crazy with like my mobility and stuff. I can just go everywhere so quickly. I don't think that we can get this guy because nobody's gonna be able to follow me up on it. So that's why I'm just like able to just use my R on top of the Mundo over and over again, because if it ever goes poorly, as long as I just have like another cast of my R available to run away, because the mana cost does get really expensive since it doubles each time, and then it goes up to, I think 640 is the max. You have to be worried about that. But as long as you have like one more cast, you usually can just run away from people. Still don't have my item for a bit. I could sell my Dorans just to finish this. I feel like it's probably worth because we need to also buy a new tier. Just kidding. Why do I not just hit this? Because we know where everybody is. It's probably worth it. Even if my teammates throw some, it should be okay, because I have late game secured for us. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna finally base. I have my TP available. I could maybe try to TP behind the mid because they're going for a dive too. Oh, dang it, dude. I don't think I can catch him, maybe. I wouldn't be able to survive because of the tower. Otherwise, I could have killed everybody there easily, because the only thing that really was damaging me was the tower. You could see that this guy didn't really deal that much. Nami did more damage than the Hui. But yeah, we're only at 2 items, right? And you could already see that I dish out so much. Also, even like the item from my MURAMANA just did a lot, right? Because we have a bunch of mana stuff going for us, and it is not that bad of an item, even though we don't have ratios on it, because you can see that it did like a pretty comparable damage to my Rift Walk in the first place. And it will get even crazier once I finish Seraphs as well, and the level 16. The level 16 is really crazy, and the reason why it is crazier than even the level 11 spike is because the cooldown goes down by like about half-ish, you could see. It goes from 2-second cooldown to 1. So it feels like you have a 1-second blink, and that, of course, is crazy. You usually have way more mana to work with. I mean, I already have enough mana now to probably kill this guy, so... Okay, this is gonna be annoying to kill him, because I already know that the mana issues are frustrating, but I should be fine here. So we'll just kill him. Sometimes catching up to people if I use my R all the time could get a bit difficult because I can make myself go very quickly if I spam too much. I probably should have used one less R, and that would have prevented that type of thing from happening. But we're almost level 16. Our Rod of Ages was built kind of late, but that's going to give us a full level later on. Plus, this healing and sustain still feels crazy to me. Do we want to just fight here? Nice, everybody dies pretty easily. I don't have enough mana to catch this guy, probably, but if I just wait out my costs... Oh, never mind, he just decided to try to fight us. Level 16 is right around the corner. Literally 1 more minute, and I have it. I could continue shoving this out just because, though. With everybody being dead and all, might as well. I can also just take these in the meantime, too, and then when they all respawn, I can just start going across the map and killing them, because I already know my Rod of Ages is about to level me up anyways. Should be any second now. Now we have a 1-second CD on this. We have Archangels done for even more mana. We can't buy another tier, sadly, because I want to have the other tier item as well, but you have to finish the other tier item before you can buy another one, and we still have a lot of stacking to do. I'm just going to use a few Rs here to get back onto the map, and then we'll be ready to help out. Ezreal did die, but of course, just because he's the strongest member doesn't mean that he was going to be the strongest for the entire game, and kind of probably my time to shine a little bit. Kassadan's kind of scary, though. because he just doesn't really die very quickly. Yeah, dude, what is this champion? What actually is this champion? This is crazy how much damage he does. I have never felt so, like, weak against a Cassante before. Bro's, like, invincible. Actually, unironically. But anyways, anybody that steps up that isn't Cassante dies instantly. Like, and I just, they can't ever escape as fast, too. I mean, one of the weak things about Cassante is that technically I could be running away, but I'm just trying to kind of limit test because I never play this character very frequently, and I wanted to see if I could dish out more than I thought. Clearly was not true. He does a lot of physical damage. We can go Frozen Heart. Frozen Heart's pretty good on KASSADIN. It also will make me much tankier, too. We can TP in. We can assist with this. I can just go for the back line. Screw the Cassante. I'm not going to go further because I don't have enough mana. Nice. So yeah, we were able to dish out a lot. I just am kind of pressing R on people's faces, and everybody dies except for the Mundo and the Cassante, but that's okay. I can still dish out a lot towards them too. Nice, good kill. Dang, I was kind of hoping to get my Frozen Heart, but anyways, we could maybe try to get a game 2 of it. This was a pretty good showcase of how you kind of just can't do anything during the early game, but then you just scale to be an absolute beast later on, so... Kind of wanted to just kill this guy, because I think it would be goofy, too. So yeah, 15 kills. It took a while to get the build going. I've never tried KASSADIN with this build before, but I'm down to give it another attempt. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it, and I will see you guys next time. This was maybe a versus Grandmaster opponents. This account sometimes plays against challengers too, but who knows? Now that person's 300 LP. Maybe it's all Master Tier. I'm not really sure. It just depends sometimes, because you never know. Looks like a Master Tier lobby. Anyways, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for Game 2. Peace out. Bye. Hey, everybody. Welcome to... I sit up. Is he playing laying down? Welcome to game number 2. I have a first strike this game because I figured that first strike could maybe be better. This guy's challenger mid laner. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I did negate his... Q damage by a little bit. I know that he probably won't be doing an auto attack trade immediately onto me because I know that he's trying to not accidentally make some mistakes of probably doing it where the minions would be able to hit him afterwards. My minion wave isn't coming towards me quick enough to really get too much benefit off of this, sadly. He also didn't use his ability on purpose because he knows that, oh, you took a turret shot, though. He is purposely holding on to his abilities because he knows that if I use the shield incorrectly, or like, why would you ever use it when I'm going to shield all of it, so you wait until I don't have it, so automatically you already know that this guy is way better than some of the other people that I face. KASSADIN is probably way harder to play inside of like the super high ranks, and Victor is such a freaking frustrating champion to face. The MURAMANA, I looked up more about, like, why it's pretty good on KASSADIN, and the reason why is because it, gives you... It gives you a faster spike for damage by a lot, so that's why. I can get it by his Q, that's fine. We do have Doran Shield, so at least it is giving me a little bit. My bot lane died already... I was able to negate the damage there and get that minion with the auto attack. We have a support in Italy this game. I was actually trying to queue the minion there, but I accidentally had my mouse over him instead. We should be able to deal a lot of damage here, but nonetheless, I mean, I'll just try to get most of this. I put another point in my queue just to be able to secure that minion for the base damage amplification just by a tiny amount. We'll just immediately go by tier. We're pretty uncomfortable in this lane because of how low I am, so we'll just TP back immediately. It would have been nice to be able to get it refillable, but, I mean, I messed up too many patterns of getting the CS. Victor Q is always so disgusting, dude. I still don't understand how that champion has been allowed to be so strong for so long, especially inside the higher ranks again. I was able to secure that, though. Master Yi is still trying to do invades on my teammate because he knows that this is like a really good timing to pressure because I don't have much way of ever helping, so every single time he contests, there's nothing I can really do to assist. Nice kill topside. I would miss that, but that's my own fault for making a mistake on it. I think that this wave will fully crash, but he might try to freeze it. Which he will. Just W him for a little bit of mana back. This wave state is still, like, terrible, but I still need to try to fix it on my own. I'm gonna try to hit the entire wave with my E here. I know that he's still getting me super chunked and Master Yi can gank, but if he has TP available, I'm just gonna get, like, heavily punished if I don't try to fix it. It is slow pushing back towards me, though, and there's a chance I'd hold his, like, base right after this. And if he does, then I could maybe have one opportunity to, like, shove it. So it will at least be a little bit better. I'm just gonna leave that minion. I know that also this is, like, super risky for me to be in this position, but I'll just try to base right here. This will slow push towards me. He'll try to shove it because I did leave enough that I think it will come back towards me. I didn't get stopped, thankfully. Let's just buy the refillable because we know that we're going to get harassed a lot. I probably will still miss a lot of minions. That's okay, though. Just trying to get to that level 6. Team's dying. And also Jarvan could barely play, but he messed up his Q. Sick. Do auto attack reset to get that one. I have to use my R occasionally just to try to get some of the farm. I shielded that one, so it didn't really deal that much. There's a ward there. I know that this guy is probably going to keep the freeze going. The small amount of damage that he did with that. I just shield that so I don't take too much damage. I shielded again just to try to assist myself. Shield myself again because he was going to look for an E and the timing of it was not the best. So for him that I was able to somewhat salvage it. I used my Q again, trying to predict him when he would use his ability, and it worked. So thankfully I was able to not take too bad of a trade there. I'll just use my R backwards because I'm worried. There might be a slim chance of me being able to fight him because he is a little bit chunked. I just shielded again. I don't want to get hit by his ability, so I was trying to anticipate it. He's still... What are you maxing, bro? Are you maxing Q? His damage is 68 on his E? Huh. Interesting. Of course, those minions are going to be, like, the worst possible way of the turret hitting them. They get hit by that again. You got me. Dang it. Use his gravity field. He's trying to hold the wave because he wants me to stay, obviously. Using his ultimate just to get me chunked. I don't have TP for another 10 seconds. I shielded that so I didn't get hit that hard. I know that I will like almost die here, but I'm not dead yet. Yeah, nice, well played by him. I was maybe thinking about doing another R forward, but I think I didn't even have the mana for it, so it probably would have not worked out. Our scaling is, of course, not that bad, even inside of these super high-ranked games where, like, there's so many fights going on, but nothing dictating the mid lane fights. Because he has no flash as well, that means that there's a possibility that maybe he could get ganked by the Jarvan ultimate, too, whenever he has it available again. Because he shouldn't be the, I think, most challenging champion to kill when he doesn't have a good way out of that. I don't think that I should ever do roaming because I just need to keep myself most likely strong enough that I can get to level 11, and if I do a roam and it's unsuccessful, that would be so bad. I'm going to just use my shield here because I was hoping to get hit by his ability at a good timing to get the shield from it. But it didn't work the best. We see that they're already doing another invade. We see the person there. So this Victor is probably going to be able to like shove out well enough that he should be able to rotate to help his teammates, which is going to be bad. He hit me a little bit. Yeah, that shield is so gigantic. Ouch. I did get all the wave, though, thankfully. Still down a lot. Giving me the kill is very nice. Well played. She doesn't feel confident enough to jump on me, thankfully. If I sell my potion right now, I could buy Rod of Ages, I guess. We already lost bot lane turret, so I have to go down there eventually. But I don't know when Ashe is going to be rotating mid, though. And if she is going to be rotating mid soon, then it's kind of a big deal. My teammate was trying to do grubs. He got one of them so far. I got the close enough range to be able to take some of it. The wave, that is. I need to probably just buy again and just go get, like... Actually, I guess I could probably stick around for this wave. I don't have to go bottom just yet, so I should probably just grab this. Get some stuff for myself. Buy my boots so I can get back onto the map. Level 11 is coming up. Fiora is weak, but it's a Fiora, and I would say that I probably shouldn't be able to beat her very easily. Didn't know if maybe she would be around that corner or not, so that's why I even warded it, because I just want to have some safety in this lane. Darn, see ya, dude. There's probably no way to survive that. But at least he got a little bit back. trying to stack still. Fiora will probably come bot lane. I'm not going to try to fight her. It would be pointless. Get first strike from her, nice. We'll just let her shove, I think. Otherwise, I can try to grab some of this farm at least, too. They have a lot of 80 damage dealers. I wonder if I should go plated steel caps or not. Nah, let's go the Reeves. We don't have our mid lane quest, but it will be done like any second now. We're halfway to level 11, which will give me way more safety in lane. Because I can run away from people. They just sent somebody bot side, and I can't really fight him ever because he's way too fed. I can't even step up because otherwise I die. I'm trying to be very safe. This bot wave is so frustrating for me. Halfway to 11. Fiora's here too. Fiora's really not grabbing the bot wave? What? Dude, it's crashing. Hello? What are you doing? I feel like this is my only opportunity to like make myself somewhat useful, but probably can't do it. But at least maybe he gets baited by it if other people are here too. Fiora will eventually slow push bot side, and if she does, that's pretty nice. I'm gonna try to just dive though, because they know that the dive is happening. I'm gonna die. But that was like the only thing we could possibly do though. Like, we have to do something because we're already on that side of the map and we're not gonna be able to like leave afterwards. It's just that not being level 11 is kind of impactful. I could have maybe flashed out a turret aggro fast enough to survive though. This is like gonna slow push obviously back and make me fall further behind an EXP, which sucks, but there's not much that I could have really changed for fixing the wave states. The wave states were already so bad. I'm just trying to put vision control down so I know if they're coming, so I will have a much easier time running away. Grab that. Master Yi's over here, but they were able to kill Fiora topside. I don't have my MURAMANA completed, so probably fighting this guy would be a bit of a chore, right? My teammates on the other side of the map die. This is the only way for me to get farm here without getting myself killed. Victor also died too. If they take mid inhib before 20 minutes, then at least we can maybe just farm it to try to get more levels later on. But who knows if they'll actually decide to do that though. I'm just glad that Victor left and I'm just able to finally free farm for a little bit. I might die for doing this, but I could almost take this turret on my own. Ah, here they come, and I know that it's gonna be rough. I will walk into Leona, I don't care. I have to. Yeah, and Mashi's already here too. But there is no objectives up, which is nice, so it's like not the worst possible death. And we did get to take some of the wave, and I did a little bit of damage to Leona, so when he gets that kill like that, I got to influence it a little bit. Victor has 2 items, and we're still just trying to get this Muramana. We really need it. Victor's bot. But GP is catching the wave, so I have to go somewhere else. In the meantime, I don't have my item completed just yet. We're gonna level up pretty soon. 2 more minutes. Sloater. My team gave me the kill on purpose, probably, because they want me to get fed. I'm able to still clear somewhat okay. I have TP available. Honestly, we might be able to do something here. I have TP, and there's, like, super good flank wards. Oh, no, dude. I'm so sad I can't kill Triss fast enough. Probably a bad TP. Probably could have done it in a better area. I'm just glad that it looks like it's still, like, somewhat working out, though. It's a kind of a good timing because there's also a couple other people that are dead. And I did, like, force the Tristana to at least leave the fight, which is very nice. Victor's dead for a little bit. Triss has 3 items, though. We would have to, like, rush it immediately. Just finish it, just run, maybe. Oh, the GB. The GB barrel was huge. They might try to do Baron immediately, and if they try to do Baron, I don't know if we can even get there fast enough to ever be able to contest. I could swap my trinket to blue trinket so we can, like, check on it, but I really doubt that we can get there. Feel like it's probably already gone. Oh, it's not even started yet. Okay, so they might be brush camping then. Super good kill, nice. The reason why he's pinging me is because, he probably realizes that I'm just trying to get to 16. I'm guessing. I don't really know. I can't go top to grab that farm. Because it's too difficult to get over there. I'm just gonna soak EXP mid. It's for the best. Jarvan's looking for a pick right now. GP has to leave. I can finally go top to farm. They're gonna try to do Baron because they realize that everybody got sent to the other side of the map. There's like no way to get there to like even put vision down or anything. But it looks like they're kind of chunked, not gonna lie. I have Leona down to 1. I can't even use my E a single time. I got CC chained by Leona, well played by her. I did get a little bit of damage off. I did get to at least also tank some of the things for my teammates because like Leona using ultimate onto me, even though I did die and stuff, does mean that they are expending resources that are like kind of a big deal. I maybe could have looped around further though, potentially. We'll just go Archangels next, so then we finally have a shield, and then we'll be level 16 by the time that finishes, and when we have that finish, that's gonna easily give us, like, so much survivability. He's waiting because he's wanting me to spawn so I get the Baron too. Dragon's up soon. GP's worth 1,000 gold. They just use Ash Arrow. I'm just trying to stack my tier, that's why I'm like going over to that Scuttle Crab for a second. Team is getting into a skirmish. I have a flank opportunity somewhat, but it looks like this fight's already over. Because everybody died instantaneously. I was able to kill one. They're probably going to be able to do the dragon afterwards though, but I still am getting close to the level 16 spike. My burst damage is really, really high at this time because we do have like a good amount if I'm ever able to land it on top of people. I figured that maybe just getting a kill would be best, so that's why I even did it. Just because I'm trying to still just scale to the 16 spike that I need. Usually it wouldn't matter this much, but because they have some, like, the Fed Tristana, the Tristana is really a big issue for me to handle. I can't really deal with it very easily at all. Probably will have to get a Zanya's after this. I maybe could have built it even sooner, I suppose. Top wave needs to be secured. Bruh. This timing of that death. Okay, but the team's still fine, right? Because I just need to grab this wave. I really didn't get that, seriously. We're still so close to 16, but not there yet. There's a ward there. I'm just gonna TP there. Oh, I might get stopped. Okay, no. Yeah, I did not. I'm extremely strong now. I have been stalled to the point that my things that I can do with my character have increased really high. Because we got to the point that I am kind of ridiculous. So thankfully the team has stalled long enough that I think that it definitely matters a lot. Also, the Jarvan's like 5 wins away from getting rank 1, so it will be cool to help him do that, even though it was mostly him stalling for me to be useful. Nice kill. I don't know how much damage I can deal to that guy. I don't know how easily I can one-shot the Trist because of her ultimate. Oh, they wanted to try initiating. Interesting. She landed that because she actually won? I probably should have built the Zhonya's immediately, but at least I can still build the Seekers right now. They saw me for a second. That was so pointless that I even rotated that way. I think that there was a chance of me being able to kill Victor there pretty easily if I just collapsed sooner. That's fine, though. I also am only off by 30 gold to buy this, and I thought that I had it. I'm kind of like time wasting. It's okay, though. I'll just wait. We don't have TP available, so if my teammates get into a fight, I'm not going to be able to rotate very quickly. Kind of. I mean, I could just jump over every single wall to try to get there. So dead. They literally collapsed with everybody. My fault. I can't even ever escape that type of outcome because of going too aggressive. It did maybe give us inhib though, because if you send all the members down because you think that I'm going to go in like that, then that means that you obviously can't defend other stuff. So it is kind of nice that GP was able to secure something because of my death. Definitely not a good one to have, though. Does Jarvan get one-tapped? Ooh, he's not able to one-shot her just yet. She flashed it as well, but because she did flash, that's a huge deal. Holy crap, that heal was absolutely insane. Looks like he's maybe still dead. Boom. Oh, wow, 1k heal again. The GP also was able to get onto the back line and deal a ton of damage to the other side. Damn, those heals are insane. No, I messed up the R over the wall. Awkward. You know, the Victor winning the early game really hasn't influenced the game in a good way for his team, really, huh? I have no idea if I could beat this guy in a 1v1. He has Death Stance. Massive. I think that we might be able to win the game off of that. I got to join a fight really quickly. Bad by me. I was able to kill him and not die to Trist. I got him. We win. GG. I did my job. So yeah, that was game 2 of a pretty highly rated game. Takes forever for Kassadin to become online, but I did everything that I could to make myself relevant later on and not be useless because I'd have to. It's also very good that our GP top was doing very good as well, so damage delta, of course, is never going to be that crazy with me falling so far behind, but in the end, I still got to do some stuff. Oh my gosh, he's upset at the Victor. What? This Fiora. Huh. Anyways, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for Arena. Peace out. Have a great day. Bye. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Kassadin in Arena section. We are starting off with some gold augments. Big Brain, which is a shield, which could be very good later on, but during the early game, it's not going to do anything. Magic Pen usually is better later on, too. Mars Mage is probably the best thing here, so I'm just going to take that because we are a character that does enjoy doing auto-attacking quite frequently, and being able to benefit off of that definitely could be a bit impactful. When I press tab, I see that it's kind of variable on like what people are going, or like how many different types of damage there are, because sometimes if there's like a bunch of AD champions, I'll go like plated steel caps or something, but it's not today. Oh yeah, because we have Mars Mage, but you don't get a starting item, you only get boots, then that means that that we're not going to deal any damage with our augment this round at all. 0. I'd be happy if we even could kill like 1. Ooh, nice. Nice pillar drop at least on their face. Dang it, the pillar dropped on my face. Can we even get 1 kill? 1 kill would be so nice to have, because we get the 250 gold even if we can't win this round, maybe. Oh, I can maybe actually get rezzed. Wow, okay. And then if I get rezzed, we just win. I mean, nice. We actually got to win that. So yeah, 0 damage. My teammate has random, probably prismatic is what they got with their gold augment, and it gave them something that is pretty good because you can apply ignite and everything to other people. My teammate has Apex, which also doesn't do anything, so both me and Amumu right now don't have augments that are very useful, but we get our prismatic item the round after this one. Or not the round, but we'll have a prismatic soon, and hopefully it gives us an AP augment because we kind of need it. I'll just pick up these hats. I don't think that they really do anything, but I don't even think that you got to keep them. I'm not really sure. Because usually it would say Kappa Juice because you would hold on to it. The Kale one is also okay. Amumu wants to maybe have the game last long, but it chose this one instead, which is all augments are now just random. So please give us an AP item. I hope it gives me Talisman, honestly. This item is so ridiculously broken, and it's getting heavily nerfed next patch because what it does right now is that this is true damage, like Fiora Vitals, but it does all 4 of them around them immediately, and you can easily kill people like instantaneously with it. I personally tried to not grab it because it's so busted that it's just kind of boring to go because of it just not being balanced whatsoever. The autocast one is, you know, fun, but it doesn't give me any AP immediately, so I probably don't want that either. I'd probably go Rune Carver or Night Harvester. They're both good in their own way. I'll take the Rune Carver and just see if we can stack it okay. Rune Carver is the one that is energized, and it will stack this rune that will then deal more damage from it, and it stacks easier with it stacks easier with being able to use dash moves, so it would be nice to have dashes. That guy dies because the Rune Carver diff. I will probably die here, but if my teammate can res me afterwards, that's fine, I think. Because she is still pretty healthy, and I think that it's not going to be like an instant loss by any means, right? Oh, gosh. Wait a second. Amumu can't even res me, but he's trying to. I still can't do too much here. That's fine. I mean, we got some damage on this. My teammate has also Gamblers, and Gamblers with damage over time effects, and Amumu can cry. Usually means it triggers pretty easily, so my teammate has a really good item for him, and he just generated so much money there. We can do Rags to Riches, so we replace this augment with something else later on for a bunch of money. We have Glass Cannon for the true damage. Or I can mutate into my opponent's augments. Dude. This reduces my non-ultimate abilities. Electrocute and Phase Rush. I guess I'll just do Frost Wraith, because honestly, I could maybe try to run away from people if I still need to do stacking, because this is like Lysandra W, but it doesn't deal damage, though. I don't know if it works for Rune Carver, too. Yeah, because this says moving, attacking, or dealing damage grants energized, and I don't know if that means that it would never work with that. I am able to get most of this. That guy dies. He was not able to get me. I'm hoping that I can take this. No way! Wait, what? My W does less damage than my... My W does less damage to this thing in the middle than a regular auto attack does? How much money did you just get, Amumu? Dude, you have 3.3k already? What? Okay, so Amumu is kind of ridiculously broken. My teammate has Hexbolt's Companion, but Hexbolt's Companion kind of benefits autocast stuff. So I'm surprised that she has that, because she doesn't have anything autocast related so far, so it'd be strange to want that. What do I want? Probably just go, like, similar build to how I usually do in Summoner's Rift. I mean, being able to have Rod of Ages, so I'm, like, slightly tankier, but I'm also healing a little bit. Bigger mana pool to use my R more frequently. So my abilities give me about 20 energized, but using my R gives me about 30 or 35-ish. I was just trying to see how much it would give. Yeah, so also as Gamblers. We can play this kind of slow. We don't have to, like, overexert ourselves here. How come I just hit her with that, but it didn't trigger my Rune Carver? Hmm? I just want to res my Amumu to get him back, because I figured that's the best way to play this. This W, aw, dang, my auto attack couldn't go off. All she has to do is just auto-attack him like a couple times. She just needs to be A-clicking the ground. Oh no, does she know that? Oh nice, she still got him. If you just auto-attack click on the ground to do attack move, it's easier to play against people who stealth rather than the way that they played it, but it still worked out. This is extremely strong because it's shielding or anti-shield and anti-heal, but it's not like that fun though. Serve Beyond Death is okay. First Strike, Dark Harvest. I prefer to usually get stuff that's money related. Oh, but I also have Earthquake. I kind of want to try it. I like doing like kind of jank stuff, and this of course is kind of fun because we can, with a big mana pool, maybe just run away from people, and if they chase us, the Earthquake, or even like we're trying to jump on top of them, does this detonation from the distance of how far I go. But of course Kassadin can like spam his R kind of frequently. Somebody took that recently, so we should be able to get this guy pretty easily. He's maybe gonna try to take that over there, potentially. No, he's just screwed. He can't leave. Earthquake damage, I imagine, isn't really the most, but that's fine. It only did 170 damage. I want to get this maxed because it will cause the Earthquake to trigger again, though. So that's really what I am going to be playing off of. It also does physical damage, sadly, instead of adaptive. It would be nice if it did adaptive, but it doesn't. Fiora has what? Quantum computing with lightning rod, so it's on a super low CD. This guy has two things that are both quest related, so he's trying to get both of them. I cannot afford a prismatic just yet, but that's okay. We're just gonna immediately go for another item to just have even more mana. In this game, rather than the Muramana, I'm going for the Archangels because I figure having the shield is more beneficial than just the pure damage of the Muramana. I could always go after this, the Winter's Approach, if I want to also benefit giving me more HP based off of my mana as well. Plus, if you do upgrade into the next one, and if you're a melee character, it works off of immobilizing, but also works off of slow effects. We also do have an immobilizing effect, though, because we do have the Frost Wraith, so it's not completely... If I don't have my E available, I can't get the shield. I'm just gonna take these just so they can't have them. Oh wait, what? I was about to say, my Q went off at the perfect timing when she used her ability because it's supposed to, cancel channels, and I thought that her ultimate was a channeled ability, but it didn't stop her. I'm not sure why. Oh yeah, Amumu's also trying to probably get, like, maximum payout from his gamblers, so I'm just not gonna help out so he can get even more money because he's already generated 6,000 gold. Gamblers is so unbalanced on a lot of characters, man. On that have AoE, or AoE, damage over time, ticks, stuff like that. Warm-up routine, we have Magical Girl, which is something we can pick up. We have Vanish, we have Infernal Conduit, which is a burn effect. It also lowers the CD of my basic abilities specifically. Otherwise, I can try to upgrade Earthquake again. I feel like with what I have, the goal was the Earthquake stuff, so I'm just going to go for that, because I'm just going to try to see if it is even, like, viable. I usually try to not grab Earthquake, because I feel like it's kind of crappy on a lot of characters. Some characters, I'm sure, can use it kind of okay, but I would assume that Earthquake should be fine on a character that dashes so frequently like me, right? I hope. Doesn't really matter too much with how strong Amumu is, not gonna lie. We're not gonna kill this guy. He dies in the end. I'm able to still dish out a ton. We can just let a Mumu continue damaging here. Oh, I was about to say, so he just can trigger his gamblers more. I mean, he has 7,000 gold gained. He's full build, plus also is probably just buying ambles at this point. He's kind of popping the heck off. I'll do the Otacon one. The Otacon one is based off of how many kills you get on people. My teammate went for dual wield times 3. So her attack speed is uncapped, but she doesn't have much attack speed for her, not items, but her items, right? And because she doesn't have much attack speed, I'm surprised that she would want to cap it, because I feel like it doesn't give that much attack speed when you max it. I can remove an augment. Should I just get rid of Frost Wraith? I could level up Marks Mage and Earthquake to max. Sure, we can try it. So now we have 2 max abilities. Now Earthquake will trigger 2 times instead of 1, so it becomes a lot more hectic, especially once I reach level 16, so I have like a way bigger amount of mana too. I need to get a big amount of mana to make it so I can spam all the time and just run away from people. Or like jump on top of them. Doesn't matter. We don't have to like run away, I suppose. We can always try to kill them as well. And for only conduit on him. Oh. I also walked into that too, darn. Oh, the Blast Cone kind of got messed up by Xayah, but that's okay. It probably doesn't really matter too much. I mean, all of my teammates kind of already killed this guy. Very nice. Good fight. Thanks for the locket. My Earthquake damage is going to be so non-existent, but it's also because these rounds don't even like feel like I have to do too much because of how fed Amumu is. Although we'll see at the very end if maybe the damage is okay. So we'll just go for Winter's Approach, and then we have been saving our money to try to get another item too. I feel like I could maybe just go Malignance to make it so I have more ultimate ability haste, so I'd have more opportunities to just R away, just to trigger the Earthquake everywhere, right? And then Winter's Approach will be giving me a pretty substantial amount of HP. I mean, this has already given me about 1,000-ish. Still have, like, a decent amount of AP. I could sell my boots later on and maybe just get the Muramana as the final item, so I have every single tier item available for myself. I'm not going to kill that guy. There's no reason to. We should just let him survive. Earthquake there did 1,500, which is okay. I mean, that's not the worst damage ever. We can get cooldown reduction based off of our attack speed. We also can just have way more AP, movement speed based off of my ability haste. But remember, if we reroll, we can also look for prismatic items, too. And I don't have that much attack speed. Magic Missile, I feel like that's probably the one that I'm going to take. Dashing or blinking applies a burn. Oh, that's kind of fun. Magic Missile can also, like, stack very quickly, but I kind of want to try, again, something more unique, because we're still just going for, like, a dash-oriented build, so... Now, whenever we dash, we can apply this stacking burn effect, and it does 3.5% each stack, which is something that can add up kind of quickly if we can have it rolling. Yeah, poor guy. Of course the damage is barely going to show anything, because honestly, these rounds are so fast still. I mean, Amumu is just still absurdly busted. He's tanky, but also deals a lot. 45 damage. Whoa, it's so worth grabbing this, I know. Okay, I guess it's Murmana time. My Fimbulwinter is done, so now I also get a shield. Sell this, buy the Murmana. We have about 7,000 mana-ish. We'll also just build this, because why not? I'll grab the HP. I feel like just being tanky is good. I think that we're just going to win without losing a single round. Or, yeah, we have not lost a single round so far. Oh, he sold his Gamblers finally. It's gone. If you didn't know, another thing that's kind of broken about Gamblers is Gamblers has a 2.5-second cooldown per ability, and my Amumu has Apex, which lowers that. So that's why he was also generating so much, because it means that his W, which automatically is going to be triggering, can do it way more frequently, and that's, like, not really that fair. Doesn't feel like anybody's really that scary to face this game. I mean, this Twitch is very tanky, but... Oh, wow, look. He kind of can beat that Yasuo hard. Oh, he has Firebrand. Twitch could probably beat Amumu if he doesn't get one-tap by him, because Firebrand is pretty ridiculous. Good luck. My W does more damage, but I lose ability haste on it. We have something that's auto-cast related, which we really don't care about. My mana costs are doubled. This is pretty... Like, it's okay. It's just that I'll go so dang fast. Like, really quickly. So usually I try to not have that. This has a 20-second cooldown on it. We'll just do the summoner spells refresh, because being able to have more flashes just means more earthquakes too. Even though earthquakes only done like 4,000 damage this game, but it's mostly because of Amumu. Yeah. Earthquake actually did 5,000 damage that round. It kind of is hitting hard. Okay, yeah. That's not that bad. I mean, it's definitely way better than this Trailblazer. The Trailblazer still is, like, kind of worthless. I imagine that maybe this is also dealing, like, a lot more because we also, have like an 80 ratio to work with too, because we have dual scaling on that. Ha! The earthquake kind of killed him there. So GG, we didn't lose a single round. My Earthquake build, I mean, I wish that I didn't have a teammate that was so freaking OP that there was, like, basically no way to lose, but nonetheless, did I even deal a good damage? I did. Comparable to Xayah. So anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Have a great day. Farewell. Bye.